He called the barbershop. He needed a haircut. God went out, waited a couple hours, cut his hair. God must have did such a good job that when Khaled was working on his album in New York, he would call God to come down. He would call God about twice a week. We would finish cutting hair here because I would go. I would take care of the entourage, the DJs, the manager, J1, or whoever else needed to cut. Gabi would wait. We would leave work after 10, 12 hours of work, drive to New York, which is 2 hours away. We'd get there, say about 10 at night. Khaled wouldn't get his haircut till like 3, 4 in the morning. So yeah, it's a $300 haircut back then. This was six years ago. But we just had to wait 5, 6 hours, and so he could do a $300 haircut, which is great publicity and great to do. But we made more than that working all day here. You know what I'm saying? And then it's the same thing. We had to make. He made that. We waited. Not only that, he finished the haircut. He got paid. We had to drive all the way home. We pretty much broke night in order to work again, to show up in the morning. So being a celebrity barber is cool. It does go on your resume. You do make some good money, but it's really, you got to thank your clients, man. Your clients are the ones that see you every week, every day. Those are the guys that help build your house, man. You know what I'm saying? So thank you to all you the regular people, all our friends, clients, and stuff like that. So that's like
those are the real MVPs.
The real MVPs right there. So
clients.
all right, so
clients. I love every single client, man. I was
too,
in New
man.
York
We
cutting, so
appreciate y'all.
I'm with the Southside Barbershop family now. So for me, I'm kind of starting all over again, but I do miss you, New York clients, man. Again, you're tuning into Hair Choppers Radio. We like to thank our sponsors, Dream Team Cuts and Human First Social. This is the first podcast we're doing, so we're touching a lot of topics today, in between. So right now, they're gonna continue talking. So I'm gonna try to get in touch right now with Dream Team Cuts, see if they could get on our lives real quick.
all right, so listen, man, I'm about to
Shout
Here we
out
go.
to Chef the Barber.
Chef's on our feet a lot, man. I
Yeah.
like that.
Make sure you guys
Chef-
follow Chef the
Yup,
Barber. He's
Chef
a
the
great
Barber,
guy
man.
right there.
He's
And a
human
big
first,
supporter
too.
too.
But he just replied. He said the communities come first. They definitely do.
Yes,
They
do.
definitely. Hold on. While Brian's doing that, come here. I wanna show you guys a secret. I want you guys to. I wanna introduce this guy, man. Come here.
Oh yeah.
This guy right here. You're gonna hear his story. I mean, it's not crazy, like, you know what I'm saying, he got shot.
And make
like
sure you
50
guys
Cent,
follow him
and
too.
came back with a platinum album. No, but come on, Nate, get over here. This right here is Nate. No, Keno, come on, man, you can sit, it's okay. Here, come on. So, this right here is Nate the Barber. This young man, he works for Southside Barbershop, right? How can I introduce you like this, man? This kid. First of all, go ahead, introduce yourself. I don't want to introduce you. You introduce yourself.
What's going on, guys? So it's Nate the Barber here, A60.
How old are you?
I'm 19 years old. Just turned 19 September 28th.
And when did you start cutting hair?
I started cutting hair when I was like, I'd say 13. Back
13. What drew you to wanting to cut hair?
It first started off because like my mom was a single mother growing up, so it's like we didn't really have much money to constantly go get a haircut, and I'm a hairy guy, you know what I mean? So I started cutting myself with my first pair of clippers.
He's got no facial hair though.
He started.
He did it.
You don't see it there, but it grows. I constantly gotta do it. But yeah, I first started cutting off my little brother. Nobody really trusts me, you know what I mean? Like, age of 13, you ain't gonna go to somebody that cuts hair, but yeah, I pretty much started cutting just to help out around the house because I couldn't really have none. My mom couldn't help me out like that. You know, living in Newington was pretty hard, but I had to provide for myself a little bit at a young age.
Alright, so, listen, when did you graduate high school?
2017, graduated from Newington.
What month? June?
Yeah, June.
When did you decide, like what made you want to do what you're doing now instead of going to college like right away? Like, you know, most kids, they'll try college first. You decided to go to barber school to CEHJ. What made you want to do that, and like when did you do it?
I believe I started barber school probably like late August or early September after the summer.
So you had a summer right after you graduated and then you went straight to barber school.
Yeah.
Yep. So you put in I'm telling you the story because I know this is my guy. So you're trying to tell me you went to school, right? In August, you put in so many hours. We need what, 1,000 hours here in Connecticut?
About 1,000
Yeah.
hours.
1,000 hours. And
For barbers.
when did you graduate?
I believe I graduated. Was it March or February this year?
I think it was late February, early March. I know you
With
got your
me.
license.
I
Yes,
got his-
yes, they
I got
graduated
pictures
same,
with this guy.
same class. Listen, so what he did was, this is what I'm trying to tell everybody out there. If you're young and you want to cut hair, and it's a blessing to be part of this industry, like this industry,
He's-
so
he's
a
19.
great
I'm
example.
34. No, don't give
See,
up.
don't. Like, listen, I got my license.
I'm the youngest one
Don't
here,
give
man.
up.
I'm 14.
I just got my license a couple of years ago. Like, I've been cutting hair, but I never thought I needed my license, and then situation happened. I'm not gonna speak about
Yeah.
it, but you know what I'm saying. I ended up getting my license, and it was the best thing I did, man, because
Yes.
I love it. So this guy right here, this is what we're trying to tell you is, he was 18 years old. He graduated high school. He enjoyed the summer. He went to barber school in August. Worked, did 1,000 hours all the way till February. Was killing it. Was going to school every single day, Monday through Friday for about 8 hours a day. It is right, 8 hours a day. But you get to learn there. You get to cut. You have to learn the terms and everything for barber school. And he graduated so fast. He graduated, he took his test, he graduated. Now he's a 19-year-old barber. He's coming up. He helps with the Hartford Yard Ghosts. He helps with the UConn Huskies basketball team. He travels to cut hair. He does house calls. He's in here every morning with us. He could come in a little bit earlier, but he's still here every morning with us, man.
Still, it's
So,
called passion, man.
you know,
Oh yeah.
listen, man, you got to be the first one there and the last one to leave. Nate's a barber. He takes pride in his work. I'm just trying to say, if you're young and you want to do this, it can happen. You just got to go to school. You gotta want to do it. He did it. He did it fast. He, like, an 18-year-old kid doesn't want to be in school after they graduate high school all day long. He did. So now he has a career and he's 19.
Mhm.
He's gonna be a barber for another 50 years if he wants to.
All right,
You know,
regarding to that right there, I have a question for him, and I don't mean to put you on the spot,
That's right.
but we're gonna have to because this is Hair Choppers Radio.
So, hold on, let's get Brian in there.
Wow.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna stand right over here. So for Nate, you got veterans here, man. We've been in this game for quite some time. I'm 37 now, so I've been in this over 26 years. Now we go through our periods of time where we do get tired because we here sometimes 7 days a week, 6 days a week, from morning to late night
Yep.
cutting hair.
Give you 10, 12,
especially
15 hours
me,
sometimes.
who comes, I come from New York, you know, now I'm here, but in New York it's more busier and it's a bigger city. So I was cutting 50 to 60 heads a day. I would go home and do it. Sometimes I would even forget to take a shower and I just want to lay on my bed.
Mhm.
So
Same with
do
me. My
you
wife
continue,
tells me
do
all the
you,
time.
with the passion that I see you now, because when I come into work, I see you cutting, you have a passion for it. I see the love that you got for it now. Do you see yourself down the line as your career? This will be your career move, and will you still have the same drive and passion that you have right now? Let's say 5 to 6 years later down the line.
I say yeah, like I don't just see myself in this industry for temporary reasons or just for money purposes. Like I'm in it because I like to cut hair. You know what I mean? Like I want other people to feel the same way. I want to educate
Boxy,
everybody
don't
on this topic, and it's like I don't want to just be a barber in a small shop. You know what I mean? I want to branch off. I got bigger ideas than just staying local. I want to
Okay.
open multiple shops,
Okay.
have places that sell my product or whatever I use when I cut my clients' hair. Like I just want to branch off. I don't want to be stuck here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, people
exactly.
know
Yeah,
me,
yeah. You
know
want to
the
be an
brand.
owner. You want to
You want to
have.
be your own. You want to have
What
your
we're
own.
teaching you now, you
Exactly.
want to be able to teach other kids, right? You want kids to put in the same hustle, the same work you did. You want to. That's what we're trying to feed you, and that's what we are feeding you. So one day, like I just told you earlier, I could see a little me in you. You know what I'm saying? You just got to put. You got to want it, and I know I want it. So the same way you're gonna want it, you're gonna be an owner one day. You know, it's being an owner is just not having a spot and collecting rent. You got to teach, same way like we're teaching you. Be the first one there, last one to leave, greet your clients, do everything possible to make that person feel good. You're learning that now, right?
Yeah.
You got to be able to teach all the young kids. You got to motivate these young kids to go to school. You got to motivate, like you're young. You could reach out to a lot of these young people and teach them this. You know what I'm saying? Like
Especially with social media. now.
Yeah,
Social media
you know,
nowadays
like,
is just out there.
social media is crazy right now.
It's crazy.
Like it's free advertising. If you guys
And
are
you
not
guys really
going through
gotta,
social media,
you guys really gotta see his account. This guy is fire, man. So
Yeah,
recorte
boy.
está, mira, super
Nate the
bueno.
Barber 860, man.
Yeah, yo, Kino, say that again, man.
So recortes están super buenos, ya tú sabes.
Woo! They fire, bro. Check out Nate the Barber 860. So follow him on Instagram. I love it because he's the future of this
Yes,
game.
the
And the
future.
boy could cut, bro. When I say he could cut, he could cut. He got some flavor. So let's see if we can link up with Chef the Barber. I couldn't link up with
you
Dream
couldn't.
Team Cuts.
You
I think
couldn't.
they're
You
busy.
couldn't.
Jeff,
You
So
no, you know. You couldn't.
which one is Chef the Barber on?
Jeff, where you
Jeff,
at?
Where you at, Chef? We got his wife over here. He's probably over here tuning in somewhere.
Yo, Chef put something that's very true. He just wrote, "Love what you do, and you'll never have to work a day in your life."
Never.
I don't show up to work. I don't have
That's
a job.
Exactly what I told
I don't even have a
people.
job.
I'm
don't-
like, bro, I don't feel like I'm working. I
Me
don't feel
neither.
Like I'm,
This is not like. Yeah,
I
we're
think
putting in
that's why-
hours
I
and we're
think that's
making
why
money,
people
but
look at us like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Like
barber,
crazy,
yeah. Oh, you guys don't
Like-
do nothing, man. You take a 2-pound piece of tool and you do this for 12 hours a day, constantly just.
By the
Man,
time
your
I'm
arm gets
70,
tired,
I'm
man,
looking
like-
at carpal tunnel.
Yeah, our backs
That's
hurt.
That's why I
You know
told
what it is
everybody,
standing like
you gotta
there?
love this
Your
stuff,
backs
man.
get stiff, you need chiropractor. Your hips are stiff, you gotta like, man, this is tough work. And
It's
on
tough
top
work,
of
but
it,
you know what? Be smart about it. There are stress relief tools for us as a bar. We got stress mats for our feet. We have
yes, get mats, get comfortable
get the
sneakers,
mats,
get
yes.
insoles for your
And,
shoes.
and if you ever
Oh.
feel like you don't want to do it no more, go to YouTube, feed yourself with Erica's videos all day.
Yup,
You'll
that's
see
right.
it. You're gonna love it.
that or
Yeah, it's you
you
gotta
know
love
those
this.
pedicure chairs. Or get yourself a chair with a massager because our backs too hurt.
Our backs, man.
So
Our backs get
massages are pretty good for us too as well.
Definitely, like invest in like at least once a month. Go see, every couple of weeks go see a chiropractor, get cracked. Go invest
Yeah,
in getting
man.
massage, get those muscles, the kinks, and everything taken
gotta
out
make sure.
because
Is Chef over
Take
there? I
care
think
of
Chef
that.
is all right. Let me
being
see.
a
Hold up.
barber or a cosmetologist,
Chef, let's do it.
women,
Here we go. Here we go.
Come on,
same
man.
thing doing salon hair.
Go live with Chef.
And there's I want to shout out 3 women real quick. My friend Maggie, she works at a salon. She works at the Beauty Room, Weathersfield. She's awesome. Ivy Red Jade on New Grand
they do
Avenue,
some
and
great
Marcy
work.
Joyce on the Berlin Turnpike. These women are like us. They stand on their feet all day long.
All right, so we got Chef the Barber on the line.
Chef!
What's up, Chef?
Chef,
What up, man?
we got here. Hold up, Chef. I'm about to
Yeah, bring him
show
up
you
closer.
real quick. Just bam.
Got
That's
Chef
Chef
on the
right
line.
there. Look at Chef.
Guys, make sure you follow Chef the Barber.
Chef the
please.
Barber, human first, Chef.
This guy got a lot of things going on too.
Here. Oh.
Oh, I got do not disturb. What's
Yeah.
going on?
All right,
Tell
Chef.
him All right, Chef.
What's going on,
You
Chef?
can see us, Chef? That's what's good, man. Guys,
Nice.
also follow Chef the Barber on Instagram too. Another great barber from Connecticut. He's over in Sprott, Connecticut, and Sharp Image Barbershop. He has a youngin in there too called Fitz the Barber. Follow him too as well. And Fitz the Barber got a great mentor there, man. He got Chef. Chef has
Yo,
been in this 10 plus
it's just
years
like-
too.
It's like our Nate. You have what's his name? Fritz.
Fitz.
Fitz.
He got Fitz.
Yo, you gotta teach him the way. He's gotta walk.
Yeah.
He's gotta
Great
learn
barber,
to push.
too.
The same hustle. Like you. All right, Chef. I want to say it's like whatever you do, he's gonna follow. So if he feels like you're going half-ass, he's gonna see that and he's gonna feel like it's okay. He's gonna see you. Yeah. So you inspire him. You know what I'm saying? And then all the other young people that come in the shop, what you tell him, he's learning off of you, right? Then he's gonna be talking to these young people and teaching these young kids, like we're role models. You know what I'm saying? So not just a role model to another barber, we're a role model to the community and everything like that.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
you setting the bar so high for Fitz, it's like he's gonna do the same when he's at your level. You know what I'm saying? So that's a blessing, man. You just gotta show them the way.
Yeah.
Anybody, honestly, like, one thing about me, not that I'm knocking, but this, I'm never talking negative, nothing. I'm not like a lot of like Instagram barbers. I like to reach out to young kids, tech school, aspiring young barbers, because these days there's a lot of discouragement. He reached out to me when I moved out here, from Instagram. He shadowed me for weeks.
So Fitz followed you on Instagram and shouted out to you.
Wow, that's amazing.
Are they?
You want to put it over
And
here?
he was at the shop watching you. Yep.
Look at the phone like that.
It's okay.
Like it's just a small little shop, small setup, but at one time I had one chair. I had one barber chair. I put him in the corner with a regular folding chair, and I told him
You
bring
did
as
it?
many people as possible, and I'll cut him up and I'll walk you through every single cut. And he did it, and he's gotten better.
17, huh?
17.
Oh,
Wow.
Nate.
Youngest person in Texas, he's still in high school. Youngest person.
Nice.
Nice.
Youngest person ever in his high school to be licensed. Yeah, like, he looks at it like, at one point, because we all know that a lot of these schools don't really teach what we end up learning, especially the tech schools, because he's in a beauty program. He was discouraged for a long time, but then when I showed him a lot, I even did some free classes at his school, other tech schools. When they
Yep.
see what I
Definitely.
was able
Yep.
to show you, you know, they get excited, they get encouraged. Yep. So, definitely. Barbering, I'm one of you guys. Barbering changed my life. You know, I remember being a chef. I love cooking. I love all that, but it was very stressful. But I've been cutting hair on and off for 16, 17 years. When everybody
Yeah, I did the same, man. I was the same.
That's good. Yo, you teaching him how to do arroz con pollo too?
Wow. Yo, this guy could cook, man.
No, he could
Yeah,
cook, bro. I'm
yo.
telling you, I'll be getting hungry. Yeah, that's what's
He
up.
cooked
man.
Puerto Rican food, you said?
When I leave there,
He's stuffing the rellenos.
Yo, make a sign. We better head over there right now.
Yeah.
You know what? We're all about to head to the spot right now to
There's
go eat.
4 of us right now. Start cooking fish. You know.
oh, damn, y'all put me on the spot like that.
December 3rd. Yeah,
Woo, I was
Cool,
gonna bring that
cool.
Rookie Salt
Well,
Bro.
December 3rd.
Mira, Jay Majors,
Rookie Salt.
he's on my live right now. Jay Majors, you know it, man.
Hey, Jay.
Yo,
He
sister,
got,
salute to Jay,
he got
man.
the tickets up there, man.
Salute to Jay,
But
man.
I'm not gonna buy him from the
Connecticut
website yet
Barber
because I want to
Expo.
buy him straight from him. But please, yo, mira, we gotta go over there deep, man,
Uh-huh.
and take everybody
Yo,
from CT. 'cause a lot of
Connecticut
barbers
Barber
from Connecticut,
Expo
they don't
is
go
the
over there.
biggest
That's
expo
crazy.
in the United States. You know what I'm saying? It's the biggest expo in the
I've seen
United
a
States.
lot of barbers from Connecticut.
Jay,
They
make
don't,
that
they
happen,
don't
man.
support this
Thank
guy,
you.
which is putting our name out there. Like
Yep.
this guy is global.
That's
And-
true.
and it's sad to say that a lot of people from here that don't support that. You know.
That's true. I've been to the Connecticut Barber Expos, and most of the barbers that I meet there, they're not from here. They're not from Harvard,
Connecticut.
New London. They're not from not a lot from Connecticut. It's just like any barber show I say, because I've been to many barber shows, and many barber shows when I network with folks, I meet folks from out of town. Or they're international. They're coming from Europe or something like that, and it's just not from the town. And it's sad to see that the barber community within the state doesn't come together.
Yep.
You know, especially
You know
me
what?
coming from New York, where in New York, there's so much hatred between the barbers, so much jealousy, so much envy, even within the barbershop that you work in. And it's sad to see that because, all right, yeah, it's a competitive market, but at the same time, you should work as a team.
Work as a team,
You know,
man.
you shouldn't
should
have a
help.
barber.
Help the next man get.
Yep.
If you know you're here, help that next person get there. You know what I'm saying? If you know you're here and you're trying to get there, ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Like try to learn.
Because it's sad
Wanna
to
learn.
see
So,
that you're cutting hair, you're finished with that client goes outside, the other barber has nobody in chair, but you got somebody next, and that barber goes outside with that client, and then he's talking BS about that barber, like, yo, he messed up your haircut, this and that, and he's trying to steal away your client. It should never be like that. You know, this is a learning industry. Constantly is a learning industry, and we learn from each other. Because when we start working as barbers, when we're getting our apprenticeship and all this, like, where do you start to learn? You don't. To me, not really in school. I didn't really learn how to cut hair in school. I learned how to cut watching guys in the barber shop.
you know,
Sitting down and watching a veteran of 10 plus years, they're cutting and watching how he fades, watching how he uses scissor works, watching all this stuff for me to advance my techniques, advance my knowledge in this industry. So that's my opinion on that.
yo, true story, real quick. When I was going to school, I guess I was better than the teacher because the teacher didn't really know how to fade. They knew how to teach the class, but they didn't know. So they would use me as an example. They would tell me to go up in the front of the class, grab a person, and the class of like 20 kids would sit around, and watch me fade, and I would have to talk to them and teach them how to fade. So my teacher would tell me, show the class how you do this and this and this. So I was helping the class. Not only was I cutting in school, I was also teaching them how to fade. You know, so when you go to school, you're not gonna really learn. It depends on which school you go to. You're not gonna learn how to do every single haircut, but you are gonna learn through what it is, what's a hair follicle, a dermal papilla, you know, how many white blood cells you have in your system. You know, like you're gonna learn all that stuff that you need to know for the test and what's good to know. But like I had to cut hair in barber school, man. I had to show the class how to fade. So that was pretty dope to me.
Like, I had to cut hair in barber school, man. I had to show the class how to fade. So that was pretty dope to me.
Yeah, they got one here in Hartford now. Ace is here in Hartford.
I want to really shout out the school I went to in Waterbury.
Jay Majors, yup. Major League.
Yeah, they got one here in
I'm
Hartford.
telling you, Jay Majors should run for president.
Big shout out
Yeah.
to Jay Majors.
Major League, man.
Because the reason I say that is because people also got to understand that. They shout out to Jay Majors.
Yup.
The reason I say that is because people forget, they tend to forget the barber programs is still fresh and new. It used to be all beauty and cause. You know, now that you can just do 1,000 hours and be a barber in Connecticut, I feel like those schools engage more hand in hand. Like, I know there's instructors and stuff, and people end up learning a lot. Like the barbers that Jay Majors got.
Yep. I know. I was going through some of the people there, and I was like, man, like there's a girl named what's her name, Bella or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dope. I'm
dope,
like,
yeah,
man, this girl's dope. Then there's another dude.
I just think we need more teachers.
I don't know,
There's
there's
some
some
barbers.
you know.
I think we need more
Barber
teachers
girls
where
are
they're
like-
teaching you how to really
You want to know?
do more of the physical work.
Can I say this real quick?
Yeah.
Sorry, Brian. Sorry to
No,
cut
no,
you off. This is why Jay Majors is so good at what he's doing. He went to school in East Hartford. He went back in like late 90s, early 2000s. He went with Gabi, that's here in the South Side, and with Lou, right? And he was in school with them. He was with Miss Payne, who also gave us our license, Keno, myself, and Nate. So Jay was in school with Gabi and Lou back then, and he had to do nails, roller sets, and stuff like that. They didn't teach him how to fade. They didn't teach him how to do anything barbering. So he got his cosmetology license. He graduated. He went to where's he at? In West Haven.
He was in West Haven.
He's in West Haven, right? So he started cutting over there. You know, he put the hours into effort, and he knew what it took to make a barber school. Cause he been through it, and he saw like what he didn't get taught. You know, they didn't teach him how to fade. They didn't. He had to learn all that stuff himself. So what he's bringing to Major League Barber School is what he didn't learn, and he's helping the new generation, the new kids, and the new people, and everybody that wants to learn. He's teaching them the ways. You know. So all those people that go to his school, like say you went there, right? You say you went there, Chef? You went to Ace? But you ever stopped by Major League when he was like teaching or anything? No. So everybody that goes to his school should watch how he moves, watch how he talks, watch everything, because he's so successful at what he did that next Jay Majors could be you. You know what I'm saying? So if you're that close already, study him. You know, follow him, ask him questions. like learn off of him. You know, like if Nate needs to know something and he asks me, I'm gonna tell him. You know, so if you go to Ace Cosmetology and you want to learn how to do the things Ace does, ask him questions. You know what I'm saying? Like learn off of him. Don't just,
That's right.
you know, don't just go to school and think you're gonna get your license and own a shop. Learn, man. Learn. Follow him. Like watch what he does. Learn. Like ask questions about the industry. Ask how he got there. Ask the struggle. You know, like you gotta ask, man. You gotta talk. You gotta ask. And you know that's important. That's important right now. So.
You know, like you gotta ask me, you gotta talk, you gotta ask, and you know that's important. That's important right now. So. Oh yeah, the business side of it.
Yep. Yep.
I don't care how nice you are sometimes. Like if you don't know how the business side of a barbershop
Yep.
works, you cannot open up your own shop. Yep. There's more to it, you know. There's a lot more discipline when you're running that business. There's so much.
Yeah, yeah. You just don't want one.
Any barber,
You want to teach young people and get multiple shops. You need, like, you don't have to, but if that's what you want, like, that's what I want. You know, I don't want just right here. I want multiple shops, man. You know, like, I want to, you know, my goal is pretty much like, it's not even my goal, but I want to do it. I want a barber school. You know, I want to get with like Ace and J Majors and open like a big school or get kids to come in and I want to teach, man. I want to do the same things. I want to do that. Like I want multiple.
Title sounds good. Southside Academy.
Southside Academy. Hey, you never know.
Hey, you never know, right?
You know, like I want to do it.
It can happen. It can happen, man.
So.
I'm like, I don't want to do it. I'm on that same boat. I want to do it, you know? And I know that I got the work ethic to do it. And that's another thing, you know, people understand, like, there's a lot of ways.
He's smart, man. He's smart. He knew what he wanted to do and he's doing it. You know, like he hey, Kino the barber, man, if you need any material, see these little lights that are around here? Kino has them. You know, the ceramic blades, Kino has them. You know, so
The black mask.
Kino has it. You know, so
Cordless airbrush. Oh, and I got some new models coming in. Oh
the
my
airbrush,
God! You gotta see
you
this
know,
stuff,
yo, it's, listen, man.
Everybody tune
Listen,
in.
this is the
KinoTheBarber.com.
sad thing. This is, you know, like Connecticut, we support barbers and stuff like that. But then again, you got people that I don't know why everybody does not support a barber. Kino is in Hartford. If anybody needs pretty much any product, Kino has it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but a lot of people see it as Kino,
I just sent him some
and
stuff.
they don't wanna support him because he's another barber. They don't want to see him get to,
Yeah.
you know, like that's not right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to help. He has a family too, but he's trying to help barbers exceed and get higher and just elevate. You know, and they don't see it. They just see it as, oh, we don't want to put no money in his pocket.
And it's crazy.
We don't want him.
because
You know, like
it's so true. Sometimes they just want to know how I do it, and it's so quick. You know, it takes time. It takes
It does.
time. But
Like
if
it's
you put your
endless
mind
nights.
to it, trust me, you.
And I
you get it
just
right
want to
away.
say something real quick, with just regarding
Hey,
us
Chef, you need one of
barbers.
these shirts, Chef.
Yep.
You're gonna get one of these shirts, Chef.
Yep. So
Hey,
real
para,
quick,
papá.
regarding to the barber industry and barbers in general, we as barbers, we have more than just a barber talent as well. You got your business barber, you got your rapper barbers, you got barbers that even draw, like Rob the original. This guy is crazy with his drawings and all this stuff, and he's taking it within the barber community, but also you gotta see the stuff that he does on the side. We have all types of barbers, but we're not just barbers alone. We have ideas, and the great thing about being a barber is that we have flexible schedules, so we're able to take these ideas and work it without and get it out there and get it done. You know, so those are for the passionate barbers that want to go. Like Pacino's, for instance, this guy, I seen this guy grown from nothing. Like I've been following Pacino's, even I think before social media was even like established out here, because this guy started from handing out business cards and putting business cards in the clubs, in the bathroom stalls with his logo on it.
Yo, Kino,
And
let me see that phone.
it's amazing to see a barber of that caliber do it that way, because to this day I still believe in a handshake. I still believe in business cards. I still believe in the word of mouth for us barbers, for us to get clientele. Yeah, social media does work, and for me being an older guy, I think it works more for the younger generation. You know, I know how to do it more of the old school way, the way we do it. But seeing these guys grow into that and develop that, now he has a product line that is internationally known. Now he's in Target, CVS, Ricky's, NYC's. His product is everywhere. To see that barber do all that, it gave me motivation to do what we're doing right now. You know, and I got two great barbers beside me and two positive barbers who motivate me as well to take this podcast to another level.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you. How do you, I'm sorry, go ahead. How do you contact people live? Like if I want to reach out to somebody live. You gotta, oh, okay. So I can't call somebody? I can't, here, okay, hold on.
all right, guys. So I'm gonna try to Chef. We're gonna let you go because we're gonna try to get live with Dream Team Cuts over there. Thank you for
Yeah, I was trying to do that
being
real
live with
quick.
us here on Hair
Okay.
Choppers Radio with us and putting your input in to what's going on in the industry.
I'm trying to
We
get Abby.
hope to see you here live soon in person. All right, cool. Gotta bring that arroz con pollo guisado over here. All right. All right, bro. Sister salute and thank you so much.
Yo, Chef, man, salute, baby. Thank you, man. So, man, listen, man, I really don't. Technology's crazy.
Technology's
You're
crazy.
trying to
but
get
you
in
know
with
what?
Dream Team, right? I try to.
Yeah, I'm trying.
How about
I got him.
Abby?
if he's not live, Abdi is actually watching us on the YouTube. So,
Is he?
yeah.
So he
Like
can't
I said,
can't
we're
log
here
in
to help
live.
each other out.
Here, let me see that.
Anything you guys
Let's call
wanna
Abby
know, let
live
us-
with
let us know.
FaceTime.
all right, guys. There's so
How
much
about you
going
do
on in the
Dream
industry.
Team live with FaceTime? Can you call him? You got like the numbers?
Yeah, but then the podcast is gonna go off.
All right. So how about this?
We got
Put it
Gabby
on this.
tuning in. What's up, Gabby? Gabby's also Phil's partner here at Southside Barbershop
Yep.
family here. So shout out to
Guys,
Gabby.
on. Hey, hold on. Let's see. if we
Follow
can get-
Gabby the
Let's
barber
see if we can
12
get
to another
a
great
few words
barber.
from what phone is that?
From
Hold on.
Gabby.
Yeah, let's see if we can go with Gob live right now.
And remember, go to Kino the
Go
Barber.
live with Gob the Barber.
Ceramic blade.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to thank you to our sponsors,
Gob.
Human Fur and Dream Team Cuts.
Let's see if Gob's live right
If you
now.
want to be the next one in this couch, let us know. We got you.
Gobby leave?
Guys, even if you're in the Hartford area, you're a barber from Hartford, Connecticut. We're at 463 Franklin Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut, 06114. You're more than welcome to stop by and sit on the couch with us and put your input
sorry to get Gob
or
live, but
output of the
you clicked
industry
off.
here.
License
Hold on.
and even no license, we're still good. Right?
Yep.
Anybody, you cut hair?
Listen, man, it don't matter where. If you're in the porch, if you want to be a barber, believe in it. If you're in the driveway,
Believe in it.
believe in it. If you're in the basement, if you're a basement barber, doesn't matter where
We
you're
want to
at.
know your life.
You know what
we
I'm
wanna
saying?
know
You
your
can be
history,
anywhere
we wanna
you want,
know
man.
Everything about you.
You know, some people started in the basement.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Or had to
Yes.
get moved to the basement. You know, either way, you leave the basement and you become a barber in a barber
Man, I
shop.
got the
barber
worst
shop.
Doesn't
language.
matter where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah,
You could
I
be
used to cut when I came here. There was this one
anywhere.
spot, and I used to cut in this hole in the Bronx, over by the Soundview area. And let me tell you, this was the worst place to ever cut because there were so much things happening around me. I had dudes come in to the to that shop, and it was a very small shop, very tight, dude. And people would come in there, and gang members and all this stuff, man. But you
Gang
know
bang.
what? I got out of all that, and I seen so many stuff happen around me.
Treyway.
And I got out of that, and I'm here now. And like I said, with 2 pair of clippers, we're putting my passion, my love, my heart into this, my sweat, and all my problems and everything. We're here now, and I gotten to see certain parts of the world that I never
here
thought
now.
I would never see. And thank God to those 2 clippers, man. Shout outs
Yeah.
to Wall, because if it wasn't
Yeah.
for Wall,
Yo, crazy. You know what's
Yeah.
crazy too, real quick? Let's tell.
Wow.
Back in the
love you.
days, we have a lot of clippers now, right? Because, you know, oh, whoa, oh, whoa.
Shout out to everybody else.
So, we have a lot of clippers now, right? But back then, man, this is how we used to cut hair back then. We used to take the wall clipper, right? We would fade up. It wasn't like skin tight. Then you would turn it, zero gap it, right?
Yeah,
And then do a shape up with it. Because you had one clipper with like 2 clips. So that's how we had a cut back then. So that's what it was. But back then it was like number 2 3s on top with a fade. But you use the regular walls, right? And then you turn it the opposite way. And you try to shape
Talking
up.
about
just
that,
like
shout outs to the barbers, because I used to do this in Puerto Rico. Blade over comb, and you're doing a skin fade just with the blade and the comb. A lot of us started out like that.
Just blade, just
Yup.
No, not that blade.
Oh,
The
razor blade.
razor blade.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
and you
that's-
put it on in between the comb, and you move it up and down.
for levels. Yep.
For levers. And yo, I started out like that because I wasn't able to afford a machine. Then when I got my first $20, I went and bought a Conair in the nearest pharmacy.
Oscars and Conair.
And I made that Conair look like a wall.
That thing would get jammed on people's hair. And it gets stuck. But that's how we learned, man. Those were the tools that we had. So nowadays we have everything fancy. We got like the slim line,
What
the
clipper
Andy's
did
T
you
outliners, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, back then that's
Yes,
all you had, bro.
Kino
Now-
just said a great question right now. Great question is to everybody who's tuned in everywhere and every angle. What clippers did you start using when you started cutting hair?
What up,
Comment.
Lowe's?
Comment.
I see you, Lowe's.
Comment.
My man Lowe's, big time. Always
All right,
comes to
all
the
right.
shop. Always Southside representative, man.
Awesome.
What clippers did y'all start with, man? Pretty much that's me growing
Comment
up.
below.
Yeah, we started with like Conair, some
Yeah,
fake
I started with
Osters,
Conair.
some I
But
don't
it's
even
crazy
know
'cause
what.
when I started on the
I had the
barbershop,
Flowbee. Remember the Flowbee?
I had the Andes Master, and I noticed
That was my first
that
expensive
a lot
machine.
Of, a lot of Puerto Rican barbers use the Wall
The wall.
Senior,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
I always thought, you know what,
Yeah, I was-
my blow up's gonna be. They're gonna be better if I switch to Wall.
If you switch,
And they
yeah.
did.
And
Yeah, well,
listen,
it's
you know
true.
how
It's
I got
true.
on Wall because of Pepin. Like I was never a Wall guy. I was always an
Don't get
Andes
me
guy.
wrong. The Fade Master and the Master
Oh, they-
Andes,
they-
they're really good. But
Heavy.
to cut hair,
I'm a Wall guy now, man.
they jam
I-
up a lot.
Yeah, man.
They're really good to erase those
You know
hard
what's-
fading lines
you
and
know
all
what's
that
crazy,
stuff.
too?
They're really good for that.
I had an Andes machine, right? I was like 15 years old. I bought an Andes machine. I had that Andes machine. I got that Andes machine in 1995. The Fade Master one, right?
Yeah.
I had that same machine. I would just change the blade. I had that same machine. That same
Wow.
machine for 20 years, bro. Like it still worked. I finally like retired it not so long ago, but that same machine. And after that machine, I bought other ones. I've had like two or three other Andes machines since then, and they jam up. So going back to this guy, MVP's barbershop, him and Macho, right?
Oh, yeah,
Macho was like,
Macho.
"Yo, Phil, you got to get on the walls." So I was like, "I don't know. I'm not a wall guy. I'm an Andes guy. I bought my first pair of walls, and I fell in love. I was so upset.
Macho-
Why?
Macho changed.
I did it. I've never switched, and like I saw the difference in my haircuts. Like I just felt difference in the weight and the wrist. It was just the
Super
clips,
Taper
the clips,
2000.
everything.
The
Super Taper 2000s. Yep.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Wow.
Yo, to be exact, I started with the Wall Groom Kit.
The Wall Groom Kit. That's what you
Wow.
started with. Yo, we all had some weird clippers started, man. Trust me. And then I was cutting with like the dollar store scissors, the fake scissors, the dollar ones,
ones that
like
came
little
in the
purple.
box.
Yeah, like you could barely cut paper with. Like, you know the ones like you can't cut yourself if you're 3 years old. I was trying to do that on top. Just it was crazy, man. It was, man, I had like
Yo, those
Dude.
Super Taper 2000s, those saved my life, man. Those were great clippers
Super
to
Taper
fade,
2000s.
do tape ups, anything, man. And they lasted so long too, and they wouldn't get hot. That's the other thing. I could run them for hours and they don't get hot. And those are great clippers, man. Designers too, because in Puerto Rico, I remember when I was going to school, all the barbers had designers. Like, even though you get them in the goodie bag, but even in barbershops, they were using the Wall designer, and that is a great fade, man. And now, in this year and age, we got cordless.
everything's
Oh
pretty
my
much
God.
cordless. Everything's pretty much
Yes,
cordless.
I love cordless. Anything cordless.
Hold on, let's-
I've been watching. You know what I'm
I
waiting
got
for?
the wall
So you guys
seamer,
will
I
know.
got the magic clip. I got the retro T cut, and the only corded trimmers I got is the wall
Reflections or
the detailers.
No, the detailers,
and
yeah.
the wall heroes.
yeah.
By the way, shout out to Macho the Barber. I was using Andy's T outliner, and this guy was like, you know what? Use the heroes. I don't know why the heroes are a lot. They smarter, but they're a lot stronger than
Yeah.
Andy's T outliner.
Look at this. Hold on. Where are we at? How we?
Well,
Yo.
short over here. We're
Yeah.
gonna allow.
So-
Look at this.
So these are like everything's wireless, man. These right here is definitely my favorite pair.
Those are
The,
nice.
the
I love
wall,
those.
the wall seniors, love them. They get all the way down, man. They're dope. They're lightweight.
Sure.
Well, I mean,
You look on him like.
for the most part. But then we got the cordless Sterling 4. That's the other one I use. But these are all wireless. Like this one's super light. Hey Nick, go get me the your other one, the burgundy joint. So these right here, right? These things are like sharp, man. I love these joints right here. This is another wall product that I like to use. I used to be an Indies guy, but now everything's pretty much wall. This right here, like this machine right here, it's zero gapped, right? It goes all the way down to the teeth. Like, look at it. And then it's got this little lever, right? And it just, the teeth come up just a little bit more.
That's good for trimming mustaches and
Not just that, it's good for taking that line
that
out.
line out too.
That
yeah.
line out, like just that little bit, man. Just that little bit that you could get. It gets from 0 to like point pube. So, it's, man, these machines are crazy. And listen, like, they're strong.
Get the power on that.
Like these things are crazy, man. So, we do have a lot of wall products cordless. Then this was the first wireless joint that I bought, and I was like,
clip.
yep, this thing right here is
Magic clip, my favorite.
Now, if you guys
your
remember the
favorite. I
magic,
see you using these all the
if you
time.
guys remember the magic clip with the cord, it was also an awesome machine. That machine and the blade that it has on it, is just great. And remember,
But-
it doesn't have.
Oh,
Right,
doesn't
there
have
you
a
go.
flat blade on it.
That's home to him. But so all of these right here is pretty much what we usually like to use. Like, it's better to have more than just one anyways, because if you're using one and after you're done using it, pretty much switch to the other one, then charge this one. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do it. You don't have to. You could go through like 4 haircuts easily before you charge, but I just always rotate. And then it depends on what the hairstyle is or
You know
what it
what's
is.
a positive
I'll
note
switch up.
on the wall cordless? The wires don't get tangled around the client. It doesn't get tangled on the chair.
And you could
And
you could rotate anywhere
yeah.
around. Like when I have a
Freely,
kid,
yeah.
instead of
Even-
turning,
even
I usually
with-
like try to put the TV
They're
on for the
perfect
kid.
kids, too.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
great for
Kids,
kids,
oh
man.
my
So
Very
God.
soft on kids' heads.
you know,
what?
instead
I
of
used
me
to have
turning
a
the kid,
I used to have
I'll
a
rotate
kid
around
with,
them.
autism. Got autism and
kid.
man, I used to just go in the floor and cut his hair and everything. But you know what? Hey, anything is possible. And
Yeah,
Guys over here, if you're tuning in right now,
Everybody's
go to
living with a
YouTube,
haircut.
go to the Human Fur channel. It's Human Fur. Just click the live hair choppers video. You will see it immediately.
make sure you share it too.
Also, got to shout out our sponsors, Human Fur and Dream Team Cuts.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Hey,
tuning
Wall. Where you guys? Wall.
Wall.
You gotta send us some
Wall.
stuff, Wall. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Here we go. Yeah, you know I got the Nike. Nike. Hey, Nike. I saw you guys got 4 barbers that work for Nike, right? You can have more. You can have 3 more right
more
here,
right
man.
here.
Even food
Nike.
got barbers.
Holla at us, Nike.
Especially Wall, the Wall, you just got the ultimate promo right there, dude.
So,
You
Wall.
want all your corners.
Listen, he uses Wall.
That's
I
all
use Wall.
That's all I
Brian,
use.
even Nate. Nate, come here,
Nate.
Nate.
I like everybody right here,
I
uses Wall.
think every barber,
Get
even
over
if they
here.
use
Get over
Anders, they
here.
still got a wall.
Nate.
Nate is
uses-
shy,
yeah.
man. Stop being shy.
Nate's a shy kid, man. He
Yeah,
doesn't like the
man.
limelight. Get over here, Nate.
I'm here, cuz.
Okay, you there. So,
Squeeze in there, man.
all right. So, sorry, we need a bigger couch next time. We can get like a. But yeah, man. Nate, what do you use, Nate?
I use mainly all wall too. The only thing I use Andy's is the outliner.
The outliner, right?
So-
The outliners. That's what I do. I even chop my outliners too. So,
Now I got a question. Do you use the outliner cord or the outliner cordless?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I use the cord. I'm getting a little aggravated with it, starting to overheat a lot.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it does
where's your,
overheat.
where's your
The
T-liner
cordless?
cordless?
It's over there.
I'm gonna go grab
So
that.
I
real
use the cordless too as well, but I like my GTX better than the cordless. This is my reason why I like the GTX with the cord. Why? Because my cordless sometimes hits, and then sometimes it just doesn't. And I'm just like, okay, and then I gotta start playing with the blade too as well.
Wow.
We got Kino having technical difficulties.
Yeah, my fault.
So yeah, so we that's why I like my cord one. But sometimes I prefer some cords machinery over
Alright, so
over the cordless clippers.
we showed Walt some love.
And
Now we gotta show. What's up? Oh, you gotta plug that in.
No, que lo.
Oh, so check it. We already showed Walt some love. Now we're about to show Andy some love. So check it out. All right. These right here. This is the Andy's T outliner cordless right here. So you see that? You feel that? Like Andy's. What's up? We need some more of these, man.
My Andy
You know.
needs Kino ceramic blade.
So-
I left mine in New York.
Oh, you don't have the ceramic blade on here, do you?
Nah,
No.
I left it in New York in my mother's house.
It's
Man.
okay. I got some.
but I always got
Hold
some.
on. Listen, this is a T outliner. You can put Kino ceramic blade on this thing too. That's actually why I purchased the one off of Kino so I could put it on here. But he said I got to modify it, so I'm too busy. I don't have time to. Matter of fact, he's here. I might have him modify it for me. But
That's
these
the
right
cord,
here,
guys.
this right here is like
But
great
I
for
prefer the
design.
GTX with the cord.
Like we zero gap these. We got these blades pretty much special. We special ordered them so they're tight. But you can't really like just cut people's hair like that because it's so tight. So it's pretty much for like a light line, designs, you know, over the lip, anything like cuts in the eyebrow. They're so sharp. But that's what these Andy's. These are dope. These are dope.
Also the wall definitions, bro. The silver
Oh, yeah,
one
yeah.
with
Put
the
it in.
gray
You
cover
show
on
it.
it.
You show
Those are great. Those are great. I love those too. Those are hitters right there.
Put it up. Okay, you want? Alright,
Also, I wanted to bring another topic, and I wanted to ask the guys about this. So my topic is, how do we feel about Photoshoppers?
all right. So, hey, how you doing?
Morning.
Truly, I
Oh,
get
no,
bothered at times because this has happened to me as I worked in New York.
Hold on, I
And,
just want to show you real quick, Brian. These
Those
are
are hitters there too.
these are dope, man. These are crazy. Yeah, we cut these up, and now you get to see angles that you couldn't see
If
before.
you guys remember me
Like-
from back in the days,
Like these are dope.
I used to show on YouTube to cut those, and I used to call them the Transformers.
All right, so
So back to this topic.
Photoshoppers.
So Photoshoppers,
Listen.
how do we feel about Photoshoppers? For me specifically, it bothers me at times because in New York, when I was working in New York, I would have to fix a lot of haircuts. And then they would show me who they got the haircut from. So it's like, okay, I see the page, and there's a lot of Photoshop. So you know, as
So the
you're
haircut will
Photoshopping,
look dope when it's
What?
Photoshop, but once all that
once
stuff
all that stuff
washes off,
whether it's
or you see it in
enhancements,
real life, yep.
or
you're like,
whether you
damn.
didn't, or whether you didn't use enhancement and you just use Photoshop to make your fade look better, or whatever the case is.
Make that picture
Certain
stand
clients
out.
will walk into the shop that I was working in, and I would cut these people. They would show me the haircut they want from the same picture of that barber, and I would take a look at that picture, and it's amazing because a barber with knowledge. This is why I mean, you young cats have to listen to your veterans. Learn, because this is a learning industry. Like I say, we learn every day. There's different styles. Every barber is creative in their own ways and use their own techniques in order to accomplish.
Human fur. Sorry. Just had to shout them out real quick. I looked at the time and I felt like a human fur shout out of
Human
it.
fur.
Right,
Make
go
sure
ahead,
you
I'm
follow
still
them.
listening, man. I like what you're saying.
So,
I just want to.
We are all creative in our own way, but it will bother me sometimes because it's like, okay, this barber does. You look at the years that they have experience, and it's sad because it's not that many years. It's either 2 years or under. Sometimes it's 3 years under. It takes a barber more than 2 to 3 years to learn its full potential as a barber
That's right.
to perfect I don't say perfect a lot because the only perfect person in this world is God's son, Jesus Christ, to me. But
And Carmelo Anthony when he was with the Knicks. No,
yes,
I'm kidding. I'm just
I agree with you on that one. I agree with you on that one, man. Just to us better ourselves as barber, it takes years, you know, and getting to know different textures of hair, the knowledge of products, different things that you have to use on different clients. You know, you have to learn that their hair really good, and so I would fix these haircuts, and then that client would look at me and be like, why didn't I come to you before? Or why are you not on social media? I'm like, listen, I don't believe a lot on social media, but I have to move with the trending stuff now.
Yeah, you
know?
have to keep
I
up
have
with the
to
trend.
keep
That's
up
why a
with
lot
it.
of people do.
That's one.
It's
another
a
thing.
trend right now. So.
I use a lot of not a lot, but I do use enhancements sometimes on some
Sprays
clients.
and stuff. Yeah,
Not,
you know
not
what?
everybody.
But
Not
you know what?
everybody, but-
I seen what you do,
That's
Kino,
what I'm
and I
trying to
like the
tell
way
you.
you use your enhancements because you're really using your enhancements for clients who, like, I see some clients of yours, like they look like they're thin in hair,
So
and
you
just to
fill it
fill in
in.
those
That's what I
spots.
Fill it
try
in.
to. That's what I
You
try
don't
to
need to
tell
do
But
it
when
to-
you go
a lot of
overboard
barbers.
and you're doing
Young
like
kids.
enhancements
When your
here and
shit
like
looks
just
drawn
going
on
crazy,
or, like,
or with
really
people
nothing's
that
there,
don't
like-
even really need enhancements.
So-
It just looks overboard. And to me, when those clients were coming in, they would look at me and be like, well, you didn't use all the stuff that he didn't use. And I'm like, well, I didn't have to because you don't have none of this stuff going. You're not thin in here. You're
Yeah.
not, you don't need this. My blade is doing all the work. My clipper is doing all the work.
You see
And I
that?
already know the steps to take to accomplish that
You
haircut.
see how I'm bald right there? Yeah, you can see it.
He just
Like-
combed that to the side.
No,
A
no,
lot-
seriously,
you know,
like,
and
see
you
that
see-
little
you
gap?
see
Like,
this now
you can
that-
use the enhancement in there just to fill in my gap. Like, it's not really
Some
doing
barbers
nothing.
are using
So-
like extremely Photoshop to the point where the thing looks like a commercial,
A cartoon, like a
cartoon.
drawing, like, you know,
Which
that's
is-
cool too. If you guys want, that's if that's what you want to do, that's what you do. But
Yeah, but
don't, you know, if you're gonna do that, put the real picture right next to it every single time.
Exactly. So
Every single time.
when
And that's how.
clients look
You know
at
what I'm
your,
saying?
when clients look at your stuff, they're seeing what's the real work
Shit,
from
if
the Photoshop
not, show
work.
me how to Photoshop like that because that shit is fucking crazy. Because I don't even.
just like
You know,
they saying
But
McDonald's
you
and
know,
Burger
you know
King
what it
use
is? They
to
say,
advertise.
yeah, that's McDonald's does. They'll make
But
like the
when you
perfect
get-
patty, right? But in a magazine, this is what people say. If you ever buy like a barber magazine or like a double XL or whatever, everybody has makeup and everything's Photoshop. I understand that made.
Marketing. That's
Yeah,
marketing
that's
schemes.
that's for them out there to see. So I see why people do it and why they're doing it, but it's not real, man. That's not real. At least post a picture next to it. So if I was new to like the area and I was going to you and I saw your Instagram, I'm like, damn, this looks good. And then I walked out without that, I'm gonna be very disappointed. You know what I'm saying? So at least put up the real thing with the Photoshopped one because if I'm just living off the Photoshop and I don't leave that barbershop with that hairstyle or that kind of look, man, you just lied to me, bro. You just stole my money.
If you guys need classes, this is the man right here because he's gonna tell you how to use those colors and how to make them last long. Why? Because I've seen barbers out there use certain colors, and sometimes clients go home that same day and they're dripping black. Like
Oh,
that,
yeah,
that's
you
all
got
coming
right
off the
stuff.
same day.
That's
So
not
you
the
have
right
to learn
stuff.
how to use these colors right if you're gonna use enhancements too as well.
Yep.
I mean, I don't knock the Photoshop. I know that's gonna get you your clientele and all that, but please just like
Some barbers hate
learn the
hate
knowledge.
when other barbers use enhancement, but they don't understand that it's the client that's asking for
Asking
the
for it.
enhancement.
Yeah, listen,
Yeah.
not everything's enhanced.
Because there's
But
also
if
I
you
will
want to
not-
do
I
it, you
will
can
not-
do it. You know
I'm
what
not
I'm
gonna
saying?
stop
But
a $40 or $50 haircut just because some other barber told me, oh, don't
Yeah.
do it.
word.
Man, they paying money, you know,
Yeah.
and,
Yup.
and they feel
So
comfortable with
I like
it.
doing the
Hey.
spray. You know what I'm saying? If like he said, if it fills in a gap or something, I love doing the spray. You know what I'm saying? But
I use
For
brush
instance,
and I use
yeah.
the airbrush too.
Yup.
That, you know,
so
For
yeah,
instance,
the spray, the airbrush.
Phil before the podcast and all this, we were getting ready. So he did my haircut, right? So on this side of my hair and around this area right here, I'm thinning already. So
I
he filled it in the
lightly,
right, lightly.
Yeah, lightly.
So I love what he did.
So
The
just
rest-
lightly filled in. It's
The
hard to
rest
see
is-
because we barely did it. So
Exactly.
you know, just so you could not see.
So
a
now I
dent
don't
right
think
there.
that this is enhancements either because
No, that's
this
not.
This is skills.
That's
This is
that's not just
skills.
right there in the front
Yup.
is the spray.
This
That's
right
usually
here,
like where I'll use
it's a
it
money
too.
maker.
Like in the front,
This
Or
right
somebody's
here,
beard that has a gap.
you can find at
that right there.
KinoTheBarber.com.
Yep.
Today.
Today. You can order
I got
yours
'em.
today.
Which one
And
is
I
that?
got some new models coming
Nick,
in.
that's yours?
So make sure to tune
That
in.
No, that's yours.
They're
Coming
the
soon.
great thing about them, they're portable. You can take them with you
And they
anywhere.
last longer.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
So,
People
this one right here,
people are
hold on.
asking me already, oh, do you mix them with alcohol? Do you mix them with water? I do it with
Adrian,
water.
how you doing, Adrian?
That one right there.
We got CT Adrian
That one's
Vega
Beam
on the
Team.
live. Tune
Kino
in.
has the same one for a lot cheaper, but this one's Beam Team. This was the first one I bought. But
You know what? I
here we
want to
go.
get an
Now
input
look
from.
at this
we
is
got-
Kino's. It's the same one. Same thing. Same
Go to KinoTheBarber.com to order yours
everything.
today.
So go to KinoTheBarber.com, order yours,
And I also
Oh.
have the ceramic blades.
and the
Yeah,
ceramic
and the
blade.
ceramics.
Shout
White
out
and
to
black.
245.
He's the
you know,
only one with the black
But
ones.
Kino has it too. You know what I'm saying? So
Adrian, what's
support
up,
that
Adrian?
Hartford, man.
Thank you. Is Adrian still logged in? Let me see. So we could probably get Adrian on the live. Adrian, are you able to go live with us? Just comment down below. Let us know so we could connect with you quickly, and ask you some questions too, man. Again, thank you to our sponsors, Human First Social, Dream Team Cuts.
Dream Team.
This is Hair Choppers Radio's podcast. This is our first podcast.
This is our first one. It's just gonna
So,
get better.
It's gonna get
We're
better.
gonna know, especially everything what to do. We're just gonna get better. We're gonna bring up more topics. We're gonna have more people. We're gonna have more barbers. We're gonna start.
Yeah.
Should we start bringing in barbers?
Yeah, we
Like,
definitely
yeah.
gotta
You know what
start
I'm saying?
bringing
Like,
in some
I want to
barbers.
bring in more barbers. You know, Connecticut's got talent. It's definitely got talent. So
If you want to be in here, please
reach
DM
out to
us.
one of
All right,
us.
Let
Adrian,
us know
got
right
it.
away. We
Reach
got
out.
you.
Ilfil the
We
Barber
want to know about you.
on Instagram. Brian the Barber Official on Instagram, and Kino
The barber.
the Barber on Instagram. Hit us up, text us. It doesn't matter how, but we definitely want to hear insight on other barbers. We want to talk to them. We want, you know what I'm saying? We love.
We like
Yeah.
hearing opinions from
Yes, we
everybody.
love it.
Coming soon.
So-
I'm gonna be doing some classes on how to do the enhancement. Be
Yeah.
ready.
But there you go.
Guys, be ready to.
Be ready.
Next year we're gonna have a
Mm.
human fur.
No,
Can't say
you
it.
can say
Oh,
it.
I can say it, I can say it?
No, yeah. I'm like, it's
3, 2.
No, go ahead. Hey, listen.
All right, so next
December
year,
3rd, we have a big meeting.
big meeting.
We're gonna meet up, and it's gonna get set up for next year.
For next
and Bam, go ahead. You finish this off.
And like I said, our sponsor, Human Fur, will be sponsors, Dream Team Cuts. We're gonna other sponsors too as well, but will be our first huge seminar. So tune into this because we got Ilfil educating, we got Kino the Barber educating, we got myself, Brian the Barber Official, and Chef the Barber cooking it up.
Chef!
Now he's gonna be educating too as well. So we're gonna have that for you guys next year. Stay tuned to that. Pay
It's gonna
attention
be
to that.
classes. It's gonna be a show. It's gonna be classic, man.
It's just gonna
It's gonna
be
be classic.
it's gonna be
Bring
something
everybody
different
together.
from many seminars. You
And
know?
listen, we will be at the Connecticut Barber Expo on May
Yes.
18th to May
I
20th.
love it.
We're gonna have a booth. We'll probably podcast over there, right? You guys
Yeah,
wanna
we're definitely gonna
We're gonna
podcast. So
podcast from over
stop
there.
by the booth.
Yep, stop by the booth so we can interview. We're gonna have a
enhancement,
film
all
crew
that.
there. It's gonna be represented by Human First, Southside MVP Barbershops, Dream Team Cuts. Is Lowe's gonna come out?
We're gonna try to get Lowe's
No,
come
he's
out.
coming out.
We're gonna
F
try to
that.
get. We're gonna
He's
try.
coming out.
We
He's
come-
coming
yeah,
out.
you coming out.
He's coming out, man. Abby's gonna come down.
we're gonna try to get
force
Abby,
to come
yeah.
down. But we will be at the Connecticut Barber Expo
Yes,
live. I'm competing. I'm telling you right now.
I'm thinking about it. You
I'm
think I should
competing.
do it?
I'm competing in the fade. I'm letting you right
I'm gonna
now.
be on the booth
And listen.
cutting hair. So
I'm getting out of my
Hey, that's
character
great.
real quick. I'm getting out of my character.
Just
I want.
bye.
I don't want to compete versus anybody. I want the big dogs to come out. Like, I'm calling you out right now. That's it. Or if you feel like you're at the top of the game, which I feel like I am, I want you to compete. I don't want to beat.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm saying
Let
I
them know
don't want to
what,
beat.
what category. What category?
I'm gonna do the fade. I don't even know what categories they are,
Traditional
but
fade?
traditional fade, low fade. I might join.
Fastest
Listen,
fade.
the reason I'm doing the fade is
Design.
because I love the fade. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I learned. I'm dope at it. I just love the fade, right? So I'm gonna compete in them. If you feel like I don't even care if you're not from Connecticut, if you're from Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and you're coming to Connecticut Barber Expo.
If you're from
Man,
all 50 states, my man Phil want to compete with you.
I want you to compete. I want you to compete in it. Like I said, I don't want to beat the guy, like across the street or down the street. I do want to beat whoever you
I'm
are.
taking
but,
all bets on the side.
you know what I'm saying? I want the big dogs to compete. I am competing. But we will be set up. We will be in the booth. We will be podcasting over there. We're gonna be set up. It's gonna be
And
dope.
have
Connecticut
fun.
Bar Expo. That's my birthday weekend too.
Yeah, man.
So
Yo,
May
tickets-
23rd
that
is
is-
my birthday, so
Get the
Tickets
tickets
on
right
sale
now.
now.
Jay Majors.
Now.
Jay
what-
Majors changed
Jay
the
Majors is
the
on
dates
your
too,
line.
which now
You
it's-
changed them?
Yeah, because not changed them now, but like last year was around.
Oh, it was April.
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 It's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
around. Yeah,
No,
it's
it's
always
April.
around
Now
April.
it's May
It's
18th.
May
May 18th?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
Oh,
it's my
man.
birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, son, I'm about to
Oh,
get
that's
it.
good. It's May 18th.
No,
Alright,
but
so-
listen,
You're
man.
gonna have to change the
Um,
for something.
What was I saying? So wait, what's his where do you get the tickets on Jay Majors?
Go to
on,
Jay
on his
Majors,
page. I know you get it on his
page.
page.
And there's a
Um,
link right there.
Yep, there's a link. Get the tickets.
Or you can go to ConnecticutBarberExpo.com.
Matter of fact, start booking your hotel room.
CTBarberExpo.com.
For CT Barber Expo, it's the biggest one in the United States.
It is.
Everybody shows up.
And this is to every barber out there.
Every barber,
You gotta
like-
compete against this man
Yep.
right here.
Man, and
Remember that.
I'm
Every
competing.
barber
I'm
out
telling
be
you
there.
right now,
ready
I'm competing.
to be around
I'm
a
in.
lot of people because the
And I'm in it to
event,
win it.
Wow.
But I
think
just want to have
there's
fun too. I
over
want
20,000 people in
I
there.
want all the barbers to
Yeah.
show up, enjoy it, just come out. I want it to be dope. You know what I'm saying? Like it is. It's always dope. He always puts on a good
So
show.
shout out to that to one of the best expos I've seen
So,
out there. He
definitely.
just recently did the Las Vegas Expo too. I heard that was a success as
Yeah,
well.
a lot of
They had
big dogs came
Mayweather-
out.
They had
Mayweather
Mayweather in
came
there,
out.
man.
This
That
guy
was cool.
is going overseas and everything.
Yeah,
Russia.
I think that
So,
right now he's
yep.
just to shout out the other day, man, I just seen it on his live. They broke into his shop. And
Yes.
the laundromat
Yes.
next door too.
That's-
This is how live
Come
we
on,
are.
man,
Like,
like-
y'all follow him. Y'all know how we're doing this. This is live. This is the day. This happened yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning,
You
yeah.
know
It
what
was
I'm saying? Like
crazy.
that's
he was like the only one there.
The only one there, yeah, because
Like,
not even the laundromat
This
owners
guy,
was
this
there.
guy is always up.
Yeah,
like
like-
ready.
He even said he'll come out of
4 a.m. or
retirement.
something like yeah. He was like whoever shows up.
So who's
why
up?
not?
I'll
You
come
know
out of
what? I saw it
retirement.
late. I felt like man, I should go over there and kick it with him.
But you know what? My
I
whole
need my-
point, my
Yeah.
whole point to this whole breaking in, they broke into his shop. This dude kept such a positive attitude. It was such amazing to see that. It's not like, you come in like, oh man, they broke into my shop, now I gotta waste money on this and wait. No, he kept it cool, he kept a positive attitude. He says, this is nothing, this is not gonna take me down. This is gonna even uplift me more and keep going, And that's the whole point to that. That's the attitude you have to have
Yeah, you have
towards
to.
this industry. And when you're a barber, you have to keep a positive
Positive
mind. Always
all the
treat your
time.
client
All
like
the
like
time.
family, like a friend. When they walk in through the door, you don't even know them. Greet them because that's the most important thing when a brand new client walks in through that door. Is you greet them, you welcome them, you make them feel very welcome. And then you service them. You have a consultation with them. Sit them down, make sure what they want is what they want. You can also give them tips and options. Because remember, in school we do learn this. Everybody has a different type of face. We have oval, square, triangular, etc. So you want a haircut that's gonna fit that
Yeah,
person
shut
because
it,
not
broke into the shop,
everybody,
bro.
not everybody could rock a fade. You know what I mean?
Can't. I would love to. I would love to, but I can't.
So not everybody
Oh
can
my
rock
God.
different style. You gotta. It's
See
good
this right
to
here?
always.
This used to be up here, and up here used to be down here. So it was like, I was like this, man. I was backwards, man. This is just, but I would
So,
love a fade,
yeah,
man.
So that's my thing
Hey,
with that. So always,
Should I buy
always
like one of those wigs and get
keep it positive. Always keep it positive in the
The
shop,
unit.
man.
Yeah, you know those units, man. Yeah.
That's another thing that's trending now.
Yo, units are
Units.
trending. Like
But
that's
we
crazy.
We out here, especially in Hartford, I don't.
People
think
won't pay for that, man. That's
They'll be like, what? Are you
yeah.
crazy?
I'll tell you what. The price that those go for, they last like 3 to 6 months. They do it, and you have to maintain it. I guess you pay like a one-time fee, and you set up an appointment for like 6 months. There's a barber I know that does this.
Okay.
And yeah, so he put the unit on you, right? And you'll pay about seven. He charges $700, and it's for 6 months. And you have an appointment like every 2 weeks, and he maintains it for you. So it sticks on. He just pretty much fades you to the side or whatever. That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
it costs.
Yeah, that does.
I
yeah.
think because where we're at, people would not pay that price. No, this is what I just think. You know, I could be off, I could be wrong, but for someone to pay $700 in Hartford to get a hairpiece put on and maintain for 6 months,
I think it's worth it.
I think it is worth it. I think it's dope, and I think they should start asking for it.
Shout outs to Mickey the Barber from West Coast. He's from LA area. He's actually doing that right now. So
Is
shout
he?
outs to him because he does a great job with it. And I seen your work on your page, bro. He does not use no Photoshop. It's all real, raw
Dope.
work. And he shows tutorials as well on how to use the hairpiece, how to put it on, how to use the scissor works on the hairpiece to make it match with the bottom. And he's doing a great job at it. So shout outs to him on that. I wish we should start doing that here in Hartford, man. I think that I think it can.
I want to
it
get a
can.
YouTube channel, man.
Yeah, I think it could be it could happen.
If anybody can help me with a YouTube channel, I would. You know how to YouTube?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
You create an account.
Yeah, but I don't,
Email,
know,
like,
I don't know how to like record the stuff, edit it,
Oh,
put it up there. You know
I
what
got
I'm
you.
saying?
I can help
Like,
you with
you know,
that.
Yeah,
I
don't
can't
worry,
just have the full half-hour haircut like
I
that. You
can
gotta
help you
like
with
chop
that.
it down. I don't know how to
They-
do it.
I'll help you
Do
with
you?
editing.
You know how to do that?
All that.
Shout outs to
All
everybody
right.
that's tuning in right
Yeah.
now. Again, guys, go to if you're here on the live feed, you can also see us live stream through YouTube on the Human Fur channel. So just go to Human
Human
Fur
Fur
on
channel.
YouTube. Shout outs to our Human Fur
Human Fur,
social.
Abby,
Dream Team Cuts for our
Dream Team Cuts,
sponsors.
Lowe's, thank you.
Guys,
I just
it's
started
been
following
wonderful.
him yesterday, actually, right? I think I was following him before. I don't know, but I actually just went to his page yesterday, and the dude is dope, man. Lowe's from Dream Team Cuts. He
that's one of my mentors right
Yeah,
there, man.
he's-
That guy's nasty.
he's
bro.
dope.
He's a
I
veteran
like that
in this
dude,
game.
man. And he competed too. So I was going down into the thing. He competed.
If you guys
so.
don't know who Dream Team Cuts is, most of you guys should run back and rewind YouTube Connecticut Barber Expos to the beginning of Connecticut Barber Expo.
When it was in
He
Waterbury.
he did a
Sin
lot
City.
of promos.
Sin City, remember
Yes,
that? I was there.
Wow.
That long line, yo, had to wait. Like,
Run
I'm
back
like,
those promos and you're
man,
it
gonna
was
see
hot in
who
there.
Barber
Yeah, it
Lowe's
was.
is. You're gonna see who Barber
DJ was
Lowe's
dope
is.
though. It was getting me amped
Yeah.
up in there.
So
Yeah.
guys, you're gonna
That's
see
how
who Barber
big it
Lowe's
got.
is, and you're gonna see all the promos done with him and Success Addict too as well down in Jersey. Shout outs to him.
Sex addict.
That's Danny Amron. If you guys don't know, he's an Andy's educator as well, and now he's working for I think Diggs. I
Chef's
forget the
listening
name.
while cutting hair. Get to
But,
work, chef.
Yeah, so you can follow him by Dream Team Cuts as well, and check out all his work. This guy's a veteran. He's been in this game for over 20 years plus, and he's also my mentor as well for many things. And I also thank him for a long time ago when we was at the East Coast versus West event that we did with Abdi and Dream Team Cuts family. That was the first day I was welcomed into the Dream Team Cuts family.
Isn't it
and
crazy?
It's crazy
How
that things
it went
happen.
from a little club, Sin City, right?
For- yeah,
Which is
right.
CT Barber Expo, where Los, he competed.
Yeah, man.
To the
what it is now.
Expo Center here.
I think
Like
it's
it went to the
and worldwide.
Oakdale. The Oakdale was huge.
Yeah, the Oakdale, the
and
one
then
in
it
Wallingford.
went to
Remember
the Expo. Next thing you know,
That's the first one I competed at, the one in Oakdale, Wallingford.
in Oakdale,
Yeah.
the Toyota Oakdale
Yeah.
Theater, and that's pretty big.
And that was
And then when
really
you moved
huge.
it here, I was like, for what? That's, you know,
You need a bigger
that's
space.
huge.
And,
I didn't.
and now they need
now,
more days.
now they might need more space here. man.
Way more days.
So
'cause
this
it-
is like
it's just
That shows
and this
you-
is us. This is like our
Yeah, man.
profession. This is our city. This is us. This is what we
J
love to do.
Majors.
And
His
this
name says
is
it all.
Connecticut is where it's at. So this
That
is why,
shows you
this is
how
why we're
far,
doing
yeah.
this. So
That shows you how far a barber could go.
yo,
From
it's
just clippers to what he's doing.
crazy.
That
Crazy.
is motivation, man.
Yo, Nike, man.
most people don't
Nike.
even know. they
Everything
don't
I
even
do
know
is
that,
Nike. I need to
J
be a
Majors
Nike
was
barber.
like the first one to give Faruqa the
Whoa.
first comb over.
Sign
Oh,
me.
yeah,
That
he
shit
was.
went viral.
That went
because
viral, yeah.
He put it on the CD cover.
CD
But
cover,
it still
yeah.
went viral.
That went
man.
viral, yeah.
And the
That's true, man.
J Majors was the one that did his first haircut, like the comb over and all that.
Yeah.
That shit went viral when
It
once
did,
he put it
man.
on the
Crazy.
CD.
Social media
you
can
know.
just.
Another barber I like to shout out is I've been watching her for quite some time, and she's from Philly. I don't know if you guys know her, Crispy Genie. Crispy
Wow.
Genie, yo,
Yeah.
Crispy
wow.
Genie.
She works at Danny Swift's Garcia Barbershop. She's down
Okay.
in Philly. Philly
Philly
her
got.
passion.
I
her
love
passion
Philly
is crazy.
style, bro. Philly style. They be like hooking
Yeah.
the shape of
The
my
arch. Yeah.
Yeah.
yo, and it comes out dope, man.
Yeah.
Those kids, like I went to the fight, right? I went to Danny Garcia fight in Madison Square Garden. He fought Sean Porter, so everybody in there was from Philly. And me being a barber, everywhere I go, I look at people's haircuts,
Adrian, you're correct.
people's beards, everywhere I go, right? I could be in McDonald's, I'm looking at the guy who's taking my order,
Right.
I'm looking at his haircut. So if it's crooked, I'm like, taking my order like this, but I look at everybody's haircut. So when I was y'all don't do that? Y'all don't look at everybody's
No,
haircut?
I
I
do.
do it everywhere. I
Especially
look,
the
I look
basketball
at
players.
somebody's sneakers and then somebody's
like,
haircut
damn, he
for some
deserves
reason.
that,
This-
man.
It's just what draws me, right? So when I went to the fight, I knew you guys were from Philly. Everybody I saw because your beards were on point, like
And
dope
that
beards,
shape
and then that
up,
hook,
that hook,
that
yeah.
crazy hook that
Looks
we
like
hook,
Captain
we have
Hook.
we have a round hook, right? Like a smooth. You guys have that go in and then hook
Hook it. Yeah.
down type of hook where it's
And
like,
it's like so perfect.
and it's
too.
perfect though. It's beautiful, like.
In Puerto Rico,
know,
we
you gotta
were
get your
doing that
haircut
at
every
one
3
time.
days to
And
maintain
Kino,
it, but
Kino
it's
knows
dope.
about this. We
Oh,
call
yeah.
it pico de gallo.
Yep. Yep.
And that was like a
Shout out to
hook,
Puerto
like-
Rico. They have the best eyebrows in the world, bro. Those, I went to Puerto Rico. My wife's Puerto Rican. I love my wife, man. I love you, baby. But I went to Puerto Rico, and every dude there, I was looking at him like, holy shit, your eyebrows are dope. And then I see another dude, I'm like, yours are